Afternoon. My name is Danielle Yeboah, um, and I will be answering, well, you know what I'm answering. So, to make Yonkers a better city for everyone around us, certain precautions need to be taken into consideration. For instance, we have neglected the importance of our public education system. One may ask, what do you mean by neglected? Haven't we done all we can to secure our education system? Haven't we protected the foundations of our education system? Well, no, we have not. And what I mean is that our schools have begun to lack the funding needed to enhance the social and learning environment for our students. Um, our public schools need to be repaired yearly and not just every few 2 years or now and then. Because then when we leave it off for a later time, it begins to collapse and fall apart. Um, and this is vital because once we leave these schools in these terrible conditions, they remain that way. And students and staff are forced to enter in a not stable condition, and this is unfair for those attending the school. As a student myself, I can see this a lot. And how we represent our schools in the inside and outside facade is vital because students rely on the Yonkers community to provide a sustainable foundation for them to feel innovated to learn and obliged to fulfill their achievements in life. And as a junior in high school, I've witnessed others unable to put all the effort needed into their schoolwork because of poor network infrastructure. The decline of access to internet hampers students' academic performance because it limits them and the chances of finding new ways to learn using technology. Um, by assessing information through different teaching strategies to enhance a student's literacy, whether it's from auditorial learning by listening to a tape or visually from a film or an image presented to them, we can increase a student's literacy and help them feel supported when learning and not have to stress on things like technology that may hinder their life. Another thing we need to invest more time and money as well in is the transportation systems. Since high schoolers in our city aren't given free transportation, we take public buses, and this often gets overcrowded and compact, and I speak this from experience. Not only is this effective towards our students, but also ordinary people. The challenges of transportation congestions become inevitable each day due to inclement weather. Well, not now, but like during the winter and stuff. Um, with people trying to get to school and others trying to get to work at the same time, we definitely need to ameliorate traffic management for the safety of drivers and riders and people just crossing the street. We can no longer afford to push these issues aside and wait because um, then the action will become much worse when we wait. And I also seek to change our physical environment. We've prioritized construction works, as you can see, for shelters and buildings for people to live in. But we refuse to see the importance of our natural environment and the wildlife around us. And it's become more common for an individual to litter or do any sort of pollution because no one is taking any action and no one is telling an individual not to do this because it's right. And the consequences of that is that others follow and it just becomes a cycle. Even our Hudson River has been exposed to pollution, and not enough measures are being taken enough to protect it. And by advocating for low impact renewable energy and consistently engaging in local rivers, for example, recycling, I believe we can truly make a difference, not just for ourselves, but for the wildlife. Um, Undeniably, I know that Yonkers can improve its city, and everyone can be motivated under these regulations, and to take a step forward is all we need to do. It takes time and teamwork and dedication. Thank you.